Let's look at the most underrated song on each Kiss album from 1974 to 1980. These are the songs that Kiss, and/or Kiss fans in general, don't seem to give as much love to as maybe they should.
Welcome to All Kiss Random Kiss stuff baby put in order.
Starting off with the debut album we have Let Me Know. This is the song Paul played for Gene when they first met. They played this live in the early days, but it didn't make it on Alive. This song has lots of highlights, Paul and Gene trading vocals, the cool barbershop quartet part at the end, and of course the hard rock outro which comes out of nowhere. It all makes for an interesting song that should have been played more often. There are lots of options for Hotter Than Hell, but I'm going to go with Mainline. There are 3 things that are awesome about this song. Number 1, the intro riff is great. One of my favorite Kiss intros. Number 2, Peter's raspy voice works great for the song. I'm glad he demanded to sing it. And, finally, the outro, which is the same as the intro, yet even more awesome. This song deserves more love. Dressed to Kill, Love Her All I Can. This one was left over from the Wicked Lester days. It's just an upbeat, poppy and fun song and the lyrics are adorable. What really makes the song however are the awesome drum fills in the breakdown part. It's Peter's drumming at its finest. Destroyer, King of the Nighttime World. Okay, I know what you're saying, hang on. This is a Kiss classic. And you're right, it is. But it's a second-tier Kiss classic. Not one they have to play every concert like Love Gun or Detroit Rock City. And my argument is that this should be in top-tier Kiss song. Everything about this song is great. As Peter has said, the intro sounds like they are going to war. Then the verses are, by contrast, so open and sparse. Follow that up with the dramatic part at the end where Paul yells, I'm the king. The king. Awesome. Rock and roll over, take me. Here's another one that they've busted out occasionally over the years that I just adore. The guitar riff almost evokes a circus-like feel, especially when Ace comes in with the oddball guitar harmony part and the rest is pure Paul swagger. Gene's falsetto high harmony in the chorus is a bit strange, especially live, but all in all this song just works so well. Love Gun. In my view, this is a no-brainer. Almost Human is so evil and kick-ass, but the congas make it kind of funky at the same time. You can make a case that this is Kiss's most underrated song in their entire catalog, yet it's only been played a handful of times. Oh heck, let's do side 4 of Alive 2. We're having so much fun. This one's easy. All American Man is full of swagger and rock. I think this might have been regularly played if not buried away on Alive 2. I thought it was so cool when they played it as a fan-voted one-off live song in 2007. Peter Criss. The general consensus on this album among Kiss fans is that it's terrible except for I Can't Stop the Rain. I pretty much agree except for one song. I think Easy Thing is great. The acoustic guitar is beautiful and the whole song builds so nicely. And of course it benefits from Peter's usual passionate singing voice. Gene's album is weird, but there are a few hidden gems, and Always Near You, Nowhere to Hide, is a good example. Gene says he spliced together 2 separate ideas to make the song, sort of like the Beatles did on A Day in the Life. Well, the result is fantastic. The song starts off almost eerie, but by the end it's reminiscent of You Can't Always Get What You Want, with the wonderful choir part. Paul's solo album is tragically underrated. All anybody ever says about it is that it's the most Kiss-like of the 4. I call BS on that. So many songs on here sound nothing like Kiss, and Goodbye is a good example. It's sweeping, epic and has one of the coolest and weirdest bass lines in the whole Kiss catalog. Give this song and this album the respect they deserve. Everybody loves Ace's album and rightfully so. It's a masterpiece. The one song that people often knock however is What's on Your Mind. But I think this is a great little pop song with a cool riff and a lovely descending chorus. I don't understand people's issues with this song. Dynasty, sure know something. I always thought it was weird they released this as a single, but didn't play it on the Dynasty tour. I love the bass intro and the vocal breakdown in the middle. I'm glad this song got the love it deserved in the Unplugged era. Unmasked. Two sides of the coin. The lyrics on this song are admittedly a little trite, but the song itself is fantastic. The real highlight is Anton Fig's drum solo in the middle of the song over Ace's arpeggio. It's one of Kiss's best musical moments buried on a song and an album that most people have forgotten about. So there you go, Kiss's most underrated songs from the early albums. We'll take a look at the 80s and 90s underrated songs in a separate video. I hope you like this list. Be sure to like and subscribe. And I'd love to know your picks in the comments. Bye.